All right, let's continue. So far, we have our tasks table and database connection, but it's a bit of not very modular, right? So let's come here and move things a little bit tidier. So I'm gonna create the database and connections, and let's create the Postgres here. And I'm gonna go to main and gonna get this port and cut it and gonna put it func new Postgres connection. So it's gonna SQL database. No, this is going to be connection string. So it's going to be string. This is going to return database and error as well. And here we return nil and error, and here as well. Return nil and error. All right. So far, so good. And let's return db and nil because everything is good here. And if we replace this new connections, new Postgres, and let's put the, actually we don't even, for now, we don't even need this. So maybe just get rid of, and yeah. So we're gonna return error, and let's panic here. Panic error. All right, let's run it. Yeah, still everything is good. If you come here, yeah, seems like one record updated. Okay, so this is that. What else can we do? Let's create the models directory, and I think the task definition here it's a bit awkward as well, so I'm going to create task here and move the definition here as well, and we just need to call this here, and yeah, I think we also have to change a little bit here. It has to be capital because otherwise it won't be, it will be counted as private field. So we have to be reachable all around the packages. So we need to make them available with the making the letter capital. So you got to change this here as well. Okay, and what else? Okay, we should have refactored. Then we didn't have to change these things. I think it could have done it automatically. So now it's a little bit hassle. So here is ID, and lastly, I hope. Yeah. Looks good. What else can we do? Let's create our domain directory, and let's create task service here. Not service, but as a module, let's call it that way. And I want to create a repository. Let's make this interface, and it's going to be repository. And let's have save methods, which is going to have model task. Now it's reachable. We're in different package, but we can reach it. And we are going to return the models and task or error. What's going on? Oh, okay. We cannot do this because it's an interface, so we have to implement this. So good. Okay, we don't need this stuff. So let's continue. I'm gonna come here and create a service. And yeah, this is gonna be struct service. We will need a repository. So we can make it lowercase because we don't need to share it, right? So let's do the factory function, new service. This will require repository as well, and return repository as well. That's good. And let's do return here and service. Sorry, so this is not going to be repository, but it's going to be service. And we're just going to put this here. It has to be address. And the functions, service, and this is going to be create, model, and task. We're creating the task. We do the same here, model task, error, return, service, repository, save, and task. So our service is done, and the repository is abstract for now. So you can use whatever you want. And let's come here and implement the repository implementation. Good thing is about Golang interfaces, you don't need a keyword like in Java. You don't need to say implement. It's implicit. So if we implement here the create method, then everything is good. So let's create a struct, which is going to be repository implementation. And this is going to use database. And we will have func. And this is new repository. And yeah, same here. We have to get it from wherever it is being called. And we are going to return repository implementation, return it, repository implementation, and DB. Here, we need to come here and just copy this if, of course, so it has to be repository implementation. And the rest is like this. As you see, already this icon came up, which means it is implementing this. So all good. So it makes it a little bit like dynamic languages, like Python or something. So it's not static, like it is a statically typed language, but you don't have to have this. So in Java, you have to say implement this class interface. You need to indicate. Imagine in the like implementation of anything, you have to have the interface. But in Golang, you just need to have the interface in the client side, client part. You don't need it in the server or whatever provider it is. You don't need it there. So it's a huge freedom. It's much better. And it's the only abstraction, by the way. We don't have any other abstraction, which is also make it very compact language, which is super good. So maybe we can already copy some stuff here. Yeah, that looks good. So let's get this. Maybe we don't have to write everything. Only we just need to say repository db curl. What if we don't say this db, just do this and get rid of from that and do this. Yeah, it's easier, right? Then it's embedded, so we can directly reach this stuff under here. And only we need to, can we refactor here? Let me see. Okay, we can't. So we gotta do here, task, already good. We don't need to say update because why it says update anyways. I think it was, why it was saying update, it's weird. Ah, okay, this is update. And you gotta fix this now. No panic, just return nil error. Return nil, not nil, task nil. Very good. Are we okay here? Think so. So what do we hear? We don't need to say this anymore. We know it's connected. Otherwise it's gonna panic. And we have the task. So what are we gonna say? Task repo. Tasks, new repo, new, no? Why is it not coming? Okay. Because it's not task. Let's change it. Tasks. I think it's better. Change the package names, that's also good. New repository. And we use DB. That's good. Tasks, new service. I need to use repository now. All good. Okay, this has to be a task service as well. It's weird it didn't complain. Create and task from DB and error. If error runs, then panic. Otherwise, let's print it to screen task from DB. Fingers crossed, let's see if it's gonna work. Okay, is it? Yes. Looks like it is working. Looks like it is working. Just to not have any confusion, let's get this comment out. Let's come here and delete this stuff and rerun to be sure. Yes, all good. All good. Okay, so I'm gonna push this stuff. It's already 13 minutes. I don't want to keep it longer. If you want it, you can find it in GitHub repo, FMO, github.com FMO and /tasks. It's public, so have a look at it. I want to continue with this stuff. Then I will see you in the next one.